Hello, so today I'm going to be talking about the Blurryface album and how the album Trench ties into the Blurryface album. Now, it is time to tie in the Trench lore to this and show you guys the reason why I think Trench comes before Blurryface. So, the first song on the album is called Heavy Dirty Soul. It starts off with Tyler in a car and Josh sitting on a drum set in the middle of the road. Something to point out is Josh's hair is neon yellow, which in the Trench album, yellow protects us. Kinda weird that his hair was yellow for this. Anyway, a little while into the video, we see the first glimpse of red in the music video, and it's on the side of the car and the tires. What I think is this is the car that the Bishops drive while bringing a prisoner to a new location. And then 28 seconds into the video, we start to see the car falling apart. I don't really know what this symbolizes, but if any of you know, please comment down below to let me know. And then almost a minute into the video, we see that Tyler's neck is turning black, which means Blurryface is taking over, or a Bishop is taking over. Then it finally shows the driver, and he looks like one of the Bishops, but with a darker cloak. They obviously don't show the face of the driver because Tyler and Josh want our brains to suffer. Anyways, let's move on to the second song on the album called Stressed Out. The music video starts with showing Tyler on a big wheel and his hands being fully black along with his neck. He's also wearing a red beanie that we saw him pack in the music video for Nico and the Niners. Then we hear the lyrics, "My name's Blurryface and I care what you think." So now I think it's time to explain the character Blurryface. Blurryface represents Tyler's anxiety and the stuff that Tyler is insecure about. Hence the lyric, "My name's Blurryface and I care what you think." Blurryface likes the color red and black. So that's why basically this whole album is based around the colors red and black. Kind of reminds me of the Bishops. Anyway, at 43 seconds in, we see Tyler and Josh doing their iconic handshake, and then Josh invites Tyler inside. Now at this point, Josh's hair is red, and so is a lot of stuff in this music video. Now we see Tyler and Josh both wearing fully red, and Tyler singing the lyrics, "I used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship, and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at our faces, saying, 'Wake up, we need to make money.'" This whole line reminds me of the song Chlorine from the Trench album. In the last video, I mentioned how Ned reminded me of Tyler as a kid, especially because of the lyrics, "I'm so sorry I forgot you. Let me catch you up to speed." And now it's Tyler remembering his younger self and him reminiscing on old times. Anyways, what I get from these lyrics was everything was easier as a kid, and once you're older, it's like you can't be in your head anymore, and everything is just about making money and not playing pretend. And now 3 minutes into the music video, you hear Tyler's voice morph into Blurryface's lyrics, repeating, "Used to play pretend bunny." Now let's move on to the fourth song on the album. Nothing really happens until these lyrics caught my eye. "And repeat yesterday's dance. Yo, this song will never be on the radio. Even if my clique were to pick and the people were to vote, it's the few, the proud, and the emotional." What I get from this is Blurryface is feeding anxiety into Tyler, saying, "This song is so bad it'll never go on the radio. Even if your so-called fans voted for it to go on the radio, it'll never go on it." And the reason the lyrics started with repeating yesterday's dance is because this kind of stuff feels like it's constantly on repeat in his head. There's always something bad being said in his head, and he just has to let it happen. I also noticed the lyrics, "I'm fairly local, I've been around, I've seen those streets you're walking down," which could be the Bishop in him saying, "I know where you are and you've seen me before. I've literally walked down these streets too." Now let's move on to the fifth song in the album called "Tearin' My Heart." Tyler wrote this song for his wife Jenna, but all throughout the music video, whenever Tyler looked at people, their eyes got all weird. I'm assuming that this is showing his anxiety and how in the moment of having people all around you staring at you, you start to feel insecure, like if you're doing something wrong while just standing there. Also, another thing to note is Tyler's hands and neck are completely black, which means he's feeling anxiety, so Blurryface is out during this music video. Then, at 1 minute and 30 seconds into the music video, we see Jenna walking down the street. If you don't know who Jenna is, she's Tyler's wife and the mother of Rosie Joseph and Junie Joseph. But anyways, then Tyler looks at Jenna's eyes and realizes her eyes are the only eyes that don't look weird when he looked at them. Then Jenna starts beating up Tyler, which I think symbolizes her seeing Blurryface in him and she's trying to beat Blurryface out of him. Now let's move on to the eighth song on the album, "Doubt." Funny story, this song actually made me really get into their music 2 years ago, and now I've been listening to them ever since. Now, this song sounds pretty normal until 1 minute and 30 seconds into the song. The lyrics are mentioning the Bishops. It states, "Gnawing on the Bishops, claw our way up their system," which could mean Tyler's starting to worry the bishops because Tyler's starting to defeat Blurryface, and Tyler's starting to climb out of this constant dread and worry. Now, the other songs on this album doesn't really have that much lore that I could find, only throughout the album he talks about dark spirits and stuff like that. But then we get onto the last song on the album, Goner. It seems like just your normal sad song until these lyrics caught my eye. I've got two faces, Blurry's the one I'm not. I need your help to take him out. I need your help to take him out. Tyler's admitting and feeling comfortable with saying that there's something stuck inside of him and he wants it out. He's starting to not just feel anxiety, but fear. Then he says the lyrics, "Don't let me be gone." He's practically begging for help. He just wants Blurryface out of him and he doesn't want to feel trapped anymore. But what is Blurryface? I mean, I know what it represents, but how does something like that just form? Well, from what I have put together, I think Tyler tried to escape Dema, and Nico caught him, and Nico knew that Tyler needed to be punished or else he wouldn't stop trying to escape. So Nico sacrificed his living body and put himself in Tyler, making Blurryface. Think about it. Blurryface wears red and black, and he has control over Tyler. They both make Tyler have black on his hands and neck and so much more. So I think Blurryface is Nico. Everyone always says that Tyler defeated Blurryface, but Tyler actually defeated Nico. And I think the town that Tyler was in during the Blurryface album is just a fake town full of prisoners that all the bishops made to make us think that Tyler wasn't in Dema. I think to this day Tyler and Josh are both still trapped there. That's it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, none of this is confirmed and all of this is just stuff that I have come up with. Let me know down below if there are any 21 Pilots songs that you want me to explain the meaning behind. Be sure to like and subscribe and have a lovely day and stay alive.